Salem's Lot 2024 is finally here after years of thinking it would never come. I mean, literally never would come. So if you don't know, basically on this channel I reviewed all the previous Salem's Lot films. I did the original Toby Hooper miniseries. I did the Return to Salem's Lot movie, and then I reviewed the 2006 miniseries. So I've done all that lead up to this movie. If you don't, but a quick backstory about this movie, if you didn't know, essentially Max announced this years ago. It's been finished and sitting on a shelf. People did not know if this film was going to get released or be a tax write-off. And it finally did get released, which is great because this movie is kind of... How do I explain it? It's kind of, one that people really didn't want it because Salem's Lot is iconic story because of that original Toby Hooper film, but it is absolutely one of those films that they could have adapted and done better in modern times. And so so people were begging for this, and then it just kind of got buried for a while. Stephen King actually had some great reviews about it, but finally watching the film, this is a great adaptation of the story. This is the best adaptation of the story on the screen, I think, because it has that style of that 70s style and feel to it, but it feels more in line with 2019's It, and how, of course there was the Tim Curry miniseries, but they were able to make such a better movie. And was it 2019, 2017, whatever. It chapter. This is basically the true successor of that movie, right? Because you get the kid actors who are really strong, and they make everything work here such a great way that really worked for everything they were going for here. And I just think, watching this movie, I really liked everything they were able to do with this movie. I think that it's a really well-paced movie. It's the second longest in the franchise, but it does not feel that way. It feels like it was the right length. There was great gore, and the movie just had that classic vampire feel. If you like vampire movies from the 80s, this movie has that all over it, and it just really works really well. So I think this is easily just one of the better adaptations of the story. And if you really like 2019 Chapter 1, go watch that movie if you haven't, by the way. I'm sure most of you have, but I really like that movie. But this movie you will also really enjoy this movie if you like that movie. They're very aligned tonally. They almost feel like they might have been directed by the same person in an odd way. Just the way they look and feel. One's clearly trying to recapture more of an 80s style thing. This one's trying to recapture more of a 70s style, but it works really well and is able to really make a great atmosphere and tone that really works for the kind of movie this is. Let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.